Lee Spencer Fox
And I didn't want to run any more laps as I was leading at lap 50 or whatever it was. 55. See, we did run longer than 50 laps. See there?
Lee Spencer Fox Sports. Jamie McMurray has been your biggest supporter. And,
Yep.
you know, I talked to him in Chicago, and then last week, you know, when he had, again, his another moment in the sun, he said, you know, don't be too hard on people when they're having, you know, a rough cycle. And, you know, mention how much, you know, Elliott's the next guy that could turn this whole thing around. What does it feel to have that kind of support from your peers?
Well, I tell you what, Lee. Last year when Jamie was going through what he was going through, Jamie and I are good friends. We were next door neighbors when I lived in Charlotte. We've been good friends a long time. This is something that just didn't happen a year or two ago. When he was having a tough time last year, we would talk once or twice a week. And his passion to race and my passion to race, I think it's the same. And we're wondering what we're going to do and what he was going to do and where he was going to go. And he won that Talladega race, and it just seemed that everything seemed to piece together for him. And we still talk once or twice a week to this day. And he's like, Elliott, you got to be in the right situation. It's like I didn't wake up one day and learn how to drive. It's not like I learned some kind of new trick in the car. But I'm with a team that believes in me. I believe in them. We got the same goal, and things are really going in the right direction. And I look up to Jamie a lot. I think what he went through last year when everybody was writing him off on all the TV shows and all the stuff that, you know, we've all seen it, for him to come win the two biggest races of the year inspires me, because I know so much about him as a person and he knows so much about me. Him doing good inspires me to do good, because I know what he's going through. I knew what he went through last year, and I know what he's going through now. We talk about it all the time. He just seems like a changed person with his personality, and he's so happy because he understands now that when you're with people that believe in you and you're in a good situation, good things can happen. And I'm going to tell you something. Kevin Harvick is an amazing race car driver, and we all know that. But when he and Delana, when we all sat down to talk, and he pretty much told me, we're going to make people believers of you again. We're going to put you in this equipment. You're going to go win races. You're going to go lead laps and run up front. And that's all it is to it. That's what we do at KHI. His activity and hands-on approach that he shows at the race shop and with me as a driver. After I practiced yesterday, Kevin and I talked 15, 20 minutes wondering, do we have the truck right? What do you think, Kevin? You're good here last time. Do you need to be good in turn one, a tunnel turn? He gives a lot of feedback. He helped me a ton. And it's cool to have your peers, like you say, that you race against, have so much vested interest or so much caring ability about what you do on the racetrack. And that's pretty special, because not everybody's like that.
Let's go back in the corner. Go ahead, sir.
Eric, John Bryan from the Focus in Broadheadsville. Just remember when you send out your resume to put down all the famous winners of at this racetrack on it, starting with Mark Donahue.
It's been a lot of great winners at this racetrack, and it reminds you every time you come in with all the numbers that are painted on the rocks. And, of course, me driving for Richard Petty, where he's done all his good work at is cool to learn from him, not only what he's done on the racetrack, but what he's done to the fans. One cool note, I must love the state of Pennsylvania. My very first ever pole in the Nationwide Series came the very first time I ever got a win in Nazareth, Pennsylvania in 1997. So it's cool to be able to come back and get my very first ever Truck Series pole and my very first ever Truck Series race win all on the same day, all in Pennsylvania. So I think that's pretty cool. And I told Kevin this when we put this deal together, and I had a chance to go drive his equipment. I said, Kevin, I want to be, I can't remember at the time, as the 20th or 21st person that's won a race in all three divisions in NASCAR. That's something that nobody can take away from you, and that's something that I'm very, very proud of, and I know he and Delana are proud of us being able to do that today. So it's a great day for us.
Let's go here to Seth. Go ahead, Seth.
Seth Livingstone, USA Today. So, Elliott, how, if at all, do you see trucks playing into your big picture future as you go forward now?
That's a good question.
He can drive every week if he wants.
We, Kevin and I have been talking about doing some stuff again together next year. My main goal, 100%, everybody knows this, is to find a great cup deal for next year and try to put myself in position to win and run up front. But Kevin has already, we've already sat down and talked that if we have some opportunities like companion racing, stuff like that, that he would like to see me run the truck some more also. So for him showing his belief in me and that I can do it is it's been cool for me to be able to do that. So, you know, right now I can't sit here and tell you I'm going to run this many or this or that, but to know that I pretty much have that option right now. If it works out, that I better race some more Truck Series races next year if I want to.
Jim Under Show Observer. Elliott, when you were talking about the last couple difficult years, when you look back, how do you look at them? As have you made mistakes? Have there just been bad decisions, just bad luck? I mean, how would you describe the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had some bad luck this year. Just being wrecked on the last lap. A couple of races this year has been tough. There's no finger pointing going on in my life. It's that we just hadn't gelled together and worked together as well as I would have liked, or as much as I would have liked, and we just hadn't got the performance that I would have liked. Whether it's my fault, the team's fault, or whoever, we just got to do a better job working together. And it's been tough. Last couple of years, I mean, to go from qualifying up front every week and running up front and being a part of the chase only a couple of years ago to now, struggling a little bit has been tough. And I'm not saying it's anybody's fault or whatever. It's just it's been hard to swallow. Whether I'm playing a golf game on Wednesdays against my brother or whether I play in the softball league that I play in, I come to win. I don't play to ride around. I don't want to just say, hey, I'm a driver and go out there and ride. That's not me. And and Butch knows that with me working with him on the truck. Everything is about winning races and running up front. We're not happy with the 4th or 5th place finish that we had at Charlotte or what have you. We always try to put ourselves in a competitive situation. So this can only help, Jim. I think as far as me, attitude-wise, confidence-wise, as far as the rest of the year is concerned.
I want to say something about that. I've known Elliott since, I think, 1995. He had a coil wire fall off his late model at Martinsville, and I was working on Mark Martin's car. Stuck it back on, and we've been friends since then. We worked together before. There is no one in this garage that has a desire to win and run up front like he does. And every day, even in crew chiefs, drivers, it don't matter. It's all about the situation you're in. It's the equipment, it's the funding, it's the sponsorship, it's how the guys all get along. I've had 4 or 5 bad seasons where, like this year, I can't do anything wrong. Last year, I couldn't even spell victory lane. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing with drivers. And this guy can get it done every day in the right equipment. I just wanted to say that to everybody because I hear that a lot, and I don't want to hear it. It's not right.
Any questions in the press box for Elliott or Butch? No questions? Anybody else downstairs before we go? Okay, again, congratulations.
Thanks a
Elliott.
lot, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations, Butch. Good luck tomorrow, Elliott.